I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice.
Day 66, third day of actual treatment, and it was a rough one. And that's mostly because my pump comes equipped with an alarm, and I could not get the alarm. I could not fix the pump so that the alarm stayed off consistently. It kept, I checked the lines, I checked to make sure my clamps were open, I checked to make sure there were no kinks, and then I'd try to go back to sleep. This started about midnight, and then the alarm would go off again. So I ended up calling the emergency number, which was not especially helpful. The nurse who was on duty said that she didn't have a port in front of her, so she really couldn't tell me what to do. So we kind of did a little guesswork. And what it turned out to be was that the kink turned out to be not in the upstream line, but the downstream line. I think I'm getting the up and the down right in this, but in any case, it wasn't the line connecting the pump to me. It was the line connecting the pump to the actual bag of chemo, which sits inside the pump. Sits inside the little package, the little purse that hangs from my waist that's got the port inside. And I actually had to take the bag of chemo out of the little bag and reposition it and fix the line so that it was flowing smoothly, and it worked. It was fine, and I got the alarm to go off and stay off, and I have no sleep now. I mean, I truly was up dealing with the alarm for a good 6 hours. But other side effects, my pelvis aches a tiny little bit, sort of a dull ache, nothing major. I'm sure it's from the radiation. I have been flirting with nausea, and I don't know exactly how to describe this, but I will feel like that wavy feeling of nausea coming on, and I quell it with some ginger tea, and that has worked so far. Probably the oddest thing about what I've been going through is the food cravings. Now, I did look this up, and food cravings are not unusual with chemo, although they usually come in the form of craving carbs. And I don't know, maybe it's because I've been off carbs for almost 2 months now, but that's not what I'm craving at all. Yesterday, it was milk that I was craving, cow's milk, which I normally don't drink. I eat dairy, I eat cheese, I eat yogurt, but normally if I'm going to use milk, it's almost always in my coffee, and it is either almond or oat. And drinking a big glass or 2 huge glasses of milk, which I did yesterday, is fairly unusual for me, but I couldn't get enough milk. And then today it was, of all things, iceberg lettuce. My stepfather went out about 9 o'clock at night to get me a head of iceberg lettuce, and I put about 2 inches of iceberg lettuce on my no-carb bread, toasted, a little bit of Japanese mayonnaise, the Kewpie mayonnaise, which I love. And it was exactly what I needed. I needed that crunch or something about iceberg lettuce, not salad greens, just iceberg lettuce was all that would do. And it was wonderful. And I still have my hair. I did look into, when I was first diagnosed, chemo caps, cold caps, that are used and can be effective against losing hair. And they're big caps filled with gel that you freeze and you put on your head. And the theory is that you freeze your hair follicles so that they won't be impacted by the chemo drugs going through your body. And I decided against the chemo cap. I don't want to lose my hair. But on the other hand, I don't want to freeze. I run cold most of the time. I like being in warm, cozy spaces. And given all the other discomforts that I was prepared to deal with during treatment, I couldn't imagine freezing my scalp in order to keep my hair. However, Christy found this article that talks about keeping your hair through chemo by not messing with it. Don't scratch your head. Don't wash your hair. Don't brush your hair too often. Don't play with your hair, which I sometimes do. Don't comb it or brush it too often. And so I'm trying not to touch my head, and in the hopes that that will help me maybe not lose my hair. I don't know, but hence what you see.
If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Also, don't forget to call your senators and your congresspeople to demand universal health care, and most importantly, don't forget to vote.